Hey everyone, how's it going? iamxeracon here, and today I have a sort of interesting video to give to you all today. Now, this is something that I've been sort of speculating together what's going to happen, but I am not sure. I'm taking previous experience with other things and putting it into something that I have no idea what I'm even talking about. So in case you don't know, judging because you clicked this video, um, I'm going to right now try to predict what's going to happen in Dragon Quest XI. It's coming out, let me see, I think the 29th of this month, June 29th in Japan, for PS4 and 3DS. No word yet on when it's coming out in America, if it comes out at all, but we're hoping it's going to come, uh, and then later on the Switch. But yeah, I'm going to try to predict the story based on what I've seen in the, I guess, opening video for the intro for the game, and then the gameplay trailer. And I think there might have been one other like video thing I saw. I'm not sure what it was that I watched, but it was just like I guess, another sort of trailer for the game. Um, and using those three videos, I'm going to try to, and also past experience with RPGs. I'm going to try to formulate a plot summary of what's going to occur within the game. Like I said, I haven't played any of the Dragon Quest games at all, and I've never been interested. I mean, I've heard of them, but I was never interested in them. And the only reason why I was so interested in Dragon Quest now is because of being in Tokyo and hearing the Dragon Quest overture playing repeatedly. That is literally the only thing that got me interested, because I heard the overture and I thought that sounds awesome. So, it's like I said, I kept hearing it over and over and over again, and then I went to, I eventually went to YouTube and stuff, looked up the overture, looked up the music and stuff, and I was like, okay, I might actually give this a chance. Um, and yeah, but and sort of like the similar thing with like that happens with me and Final Fantasy is because I heard the main theme of Final Fantasy, not uh, the like crystal theme, but just like the main theme of Final Fantasy in overall, which is pretty much just called Final Fantasy. Um, I heard that, and that's actually what got me into Final Fantasy. So the music is what got me into the game, which is, kind of funny. Because I was never interested in Final Fantasy before that, except for maybe just I saw like a clip of Advent Children complete where Cloud's buying Sephiroth. That's probably the only other time where I've seen, or had some interest in Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. That's the other thing. Other than that, no interest in the series whatsoever. Um, but yeah, and so now, I'm interested in Dragon Quest XI, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. So here's what I think is probably going to happen. Most likely, it may not happen, but it's something that, judging by past experience with RPG stories and the trailer and the intro video, what could happen. Alright, so, the protagonist, who, for right now, I'm just gonna name Trunks because I don't know his actual name, uh, is adopted by the old man, who, if reading the gameplay trailer is correct, is Roa, I think. That's how I read it. And based on another video, he was part of some council or some organization that the current king is or was a member of and stuff, and they met together and stuff. Then also the mark on the protagonist's left hand proves that he's some chosen hero and whatnot. He is the destined one. And then years later, the protagonist decides he's tired of the life that he's living in his current village, and he just wants to go out and see the world and have some sort of adventure. That's probably, typical fantasy RPG type of stuff, element right there. He eventually goes to the main kingdom, and that's where the blue spiky-haired guy whom, if I read the uh, read it correctly, Kamyu. Uh, Otherwise, I'll just call him the prince because I think he's probably actually a prince of some foreign kingdom or maybe some neighboring kingdom. It's just he's a prince, and for some reason, or maybe it's a rival enemy kingdom. Either way, he is a prisoner there. We're not sure why. It's just he is a prisoner. Although judging by how he was fighting, he might have some sort of thief class per se, or maybe some sort of mercenary class, or something that isn't specifically a warrior type class, or maybe even a ninja class might be a better way to describe it. But yeah, just judging by his gameplay style and even how he moves in the intro trailer, that's something that I would think he would probably fit. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure if the main protagonist freed him or if he snuck out of his cell somehow and ran across him. That's what I'm not sure happens, and so eventually does happen, and the guards stumble upon him, and the protagonist is hereby deemed a fugitive, and they need to escape the kingdom and stuff, and they are being chased and hunted down. And somewhere along the way, the rest of the main cast members join up. They'll probably find, like I think it's Veronica, based on what it said, Sylvia, who is that I don't want to say acrobat because it's acrobatics that he does. So stumble upon him. Uh, I don't remember that sort of fighter ninja girl, kind of like I guess you'd say a cross between uh, Tifa and Chun Li. Uh, she was with Roa in the intro trailer. So I'm going to assume that they might have some connection. Maybe she gathers information for him because he knows something is occurring. But I don't think at that time she might know the protagonist or that they know each other. Or maybe she knows the protagonist, but he doesn't know her. Like maybe she's watching him, trying to make sure they stay safe and stuff. But somewhere along the way, the rest of the cast members, they all meet up and stuff. Uh, And despite being on the same council, the king has some sort of dark agenda. He has a plan. He's either trying to uh, recover or recover some sort of uh, evil thing that happened in the past, some artifact, or he's being manipulated by something else. Or maybe he's being collaborating with someone else that we don't know about that's not being revealed in the trailer. That's something that has occurred in other RPGs. I don't want to say it because I might get some hate on this just because I'm comparing these two things, but it's just based on what I've experienced with Final Fantasy. That could happen, but that's just a guess right there. But just judging by especially how he looks when you see him uh, in the intro trailer, he looks very nice. I mean, well, he dresses nicely. He doesn't look very mean, but there's something about him that just says something's not right about him, and that's why I think he's might have something going on. Um, and then also he's followed up behind by these two armored figures. The one on the one in the white armor. Uh, the one in the white armor you really don't see much of, but you do see a smirk, and that really leads me to believe that, what did I say in here? The one in the white armor will be very prideful and may be very sneaky. You don't see much footage, but just that one clip, but there's still something that doesn't seem right. Now, the one in the dark armor looks like a by the book character and will literally and will take everything pretty much seriously. Um, I mean, you can definitely see how he's like really going after the main protagonists and stuff. He's he was there when I guess the protagonist was sort of being arrested by the guards. He was just giving a signal and stuff, and how he's pretty much chasing them through the kingdom and stuff. And even there's a brief moment where he's locked in combat with the main protagonist. Um, it shows that he's really going to stop at nothing to capture the heroes, and I think it's because he really believes that he's actually on the right side and he's fighting for a noble cause. Um, and he's probably even unaware of the corruption that's going on in the kingdom at the time. He probably believes that the king really is good, but he's pretty much been fed a lie. That's what I think. Now, there is a chance that the heroes could convince him to switch sides, or um, or maybe not. Maybe he doesn't switch sides. Maybe he just continues to be, an antagonist. Now, so far, he seems to be a major antagonist, but he's not. I definitely don't think he is the the main antagonist. He's really just there to be uh, someone who is really just trying to stop the heroes, but he's not the overall villain there. Sort of like, man, this is a oh wow. Again, I don't want to keep comparing this to Final Fantasy because I know that there are Dragon Quest fans who are really gonna hate people comparing Dragon Quest to Final Fantasy, but and it's I guess sort of like Final Fantasy 4, where you have Gobez, who's not the main enemy. Well, Gobez is more of a higher enemy than I would say the Dark Armored guy is. Uh, but yeah, because yeah, I really don't have a good comparison, but if you just know what I'm saying, he's there, but the he's not the one overall in charge. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Um, and there's a potential sacrifice that he might make. He might sacrifice himself to help save the other characters. Maybe he realizes all that he is on the wrong side, but he doesn't believe that there's really any change for him. So what he does is there might be something coming that's going to destroy them all, but in order to let the heroes escape, he will stay behind and just sacrifice himself so that the others can live. That's a possibility that I think could happen. It might not happen, but it's something that I've experienced before that has potential to occur. Um, there's also a tournament that's being held that the heroes enter. You see the main protagonist fighting the uh, Chun-Li Tifa person. Um, Now, there might be something valuable that they need to obtain that's in the tournament, or they need to pass through whatever town they're in, and for some reason, I guess they went into the tournament, or I don't know. They're just in the tournament, and they're wearing the masks because, as they are fugitives, they do need to keep their identities secret from everyone. But most likely, their cover will be blown, and they will have to fight their way out of it. And then eventually, they do need to obtain some sort of special sword, as we saw in the trailer. If it is a recurring sword that's happened in past Dragon Quest games, I apologize for not knowing it. And then they need to go to the World Tree to save the world ultimately. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much everything that I've gathered from these three videos. Like I said, I've never played Dragon Quest games, so I do not know exactly how the stories work. I don't know the settings. I don't know the certain items. I don't know locations. This is just my personal take on what could happen with Dragon Quest XI. Looks great. Will probably most likely get it later on. Um, but yeah, it looks good. Let me know what you all thought of it, what your predictions are in the comments below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So until next time, everyone, I will see you all later. I am iamxeracon signing off. Have a good one.